name is Michael Boyd. We're going to talk about the XStat 12 and the XStat 30 today. XStat 12 and XStat 30 is a non-hemostatic agent. Grab a couple of these sponges. A cellulose sponge. The sponges are 1 centimeters, and they are compressed. So once you put it into the moisture from the blood, they're going to expand out. There's 38 sponges in the small one. There's 92 on the big one. Again, exit wounds, entry wounds, depending on, you're going to meet in the middle. Insert into it, push it down. Once you do that, you're going to remove it, just cover it with a 4x4 ace bandage. You don't have to hold pressure. Your wound is packed. Larger one, each sponge itself is white, and the blue on it is a radiopaque marker. It's a thread that they use to visually make sure that they haven't left any behind. So once you insert it, that's going to be that. It's going to come out, give you an idea what it looks like. Next we have the tourniquets. This is the TX2 and the TX3. The TX3 is a 3-inch, the TX2 is a 2-inch. This is a rationing tourniquet. The diameter is very large. On the 3-inch versus the 2-inch, the webbing is large as well. So the idea is, you get those people that don't miss leg day, and you need to go past it. You want to go past their boots all the way up to the point, cinch it across, and then start ratcheting. You don't lose any ground on anything that you've already covered. So if you're turning and you fall out and you stop, you're not going to lose anything. So again, if you're going to do self-application, you're going to put it on like this, you're going to bite here, and then you're going to pull it down. But I don't want to bite it because Kate's been biting it. So, these usually run about 40 bucks. You can train with them all day long. They have a 5-year warranty. If anything happens, they will replace it. So, this is important. You don't have to use a trainer. You can use that one. Then, you can use it on your patient. This is X-Gauze. Remember those little expanding sponges? Same thing, but encapsulated inside gauze. So the idea is these can only use on the junctional areas. But if you have an abdominal injury, that's where this is going to come in. There's nothing wrong with inserting it into the abdomen, or you can wound pack it. Let's just take this one, for example. If you have a lower injury wound, and you want to use your hemostatic agent, by all means you can. Then you pack this into it, and this will create that expansion of the sponges. Again, these are the same thing. So, what are you seeing there?
So there's those little sponges are packed inside of this gauze. So that if you have to pack a large area,
correct,
you'll get that in, and then it's not just based upon you shoving it in there. You shove it in there, and then the pressure it's putting on the exterior of the wound increases because the sponges are getting larger.
And the pressure is 20% over MAP, so it's enough to overtake the artery, but it's not enough to cause localized necrosis. That's a big factor.
You're using big words for cops. That's
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry. Basically, it crimps down on the artery, but it doesn't cause any extra depth or to the tissue. It has radiopaque threading, goes all the way around. Each sponge is actually glued right here. It's a laminate glue. So basically, you can use this, and this is what it looks like when it's packaged. So it's 20 grams of weight. It's called the X-Gauze. It's made at RevMed, sold by Concordance. So if you notice how large this one is compared to that one,
Yeah,
again,
actually small.
Shrink wrap is there, and then over time, with the moisture in the air, it actually wicks it up. So these are demos, but that's the real deal. It's really interesting stuff.
Right.
I like it. 5-year shelf life on this. Same with this, 5 years. This is what the XStat 30 is, the small one. This is what it looks like when it's packed up. So again, people will put them on the molly straps and everything else, and then they're ready to rock and roll. 3-inch, 2-inch.
What about that awesome belt? Yeah.
Yes.
That's what people are going to like.
The belt. This is my personal favorite. So if you're going to go camping, you go to the gun range, you can go to the grocery store nowadays. You probably want to have a tourniquet on you. Everyone wears a belt already. Why not wear one that has a built-in tourniquet? So again, I'm wearing it right now. You will actually remove it. So once you undo it, it's just a standard strap loop with a bar. You just put it through and come back around. You pull it out. Let's just say you have an injury here. And then you ratchet it all day long.
the same thing with the bite spot on it for if you have to apply it to an upper arm, right?
You can use it on the upper arm, you can use it on the lower extremities. It has a little loop right here. So again, so when you're doing personal application, let's say you're doing it on yourself, you would bite that and then you would pull. So once you ratchet it, you can go all the way across, doesn't matter. It's built tough. If you get a rebleed after about 15 minutes, your adrenaline starts slowing down. It's easy to fix because you can just bump it a little bit more. That's the big difference between a soft T and a cat. With a cat, you have to rotate. You may be a quarter of a turn, maybe half a turn, but the point is, once you get that bleeding stuff, you're gonna have to go 180 and then lock it back into place. Smaller increments, again, made to train with all day, hundreds of times. Warranty is 5 years. Anything happens to it, they will replace it.
All right. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it.
I'd like to thank all the Patreon supporters, and especially the shift supervisor level Patreon supporters that we have listed here. Your contributions are what allows free field training to continue on and become better.